Hello, Sula here from MistyHillTuffs.com, and thanks for stopping by. And in this video, I'm going to continue to work on the new 6x6 mini album that I'm creating for the December Daily 2022. Obviously, this album can be used for any other theme, but I'm creating a Christmas album with this, so I'm using red for the first time for an album. And in this video, I'm working on the waterfall page that comes with a pocket. Okay, so here's the base page, and I still have one 6x4 flap that I haven't yet determined where I will put it. It will not go on the front, but it could go on the inside as I did before, but I'm still leaving my options open with this one. So I'm putting this to the side. Right now I don't even really need to work on the page yet. I still need to get ready with the waterfall. Okay, so the waterfall comes with a large pocket that has flaps, three flaps, so that it becomes a pocket where you can tuck in something. And then it comes with 5 pages that are 4x4 inch. They're, like, again, as usual, they're bigger than 4x4, but they will fit 4x4 papers. So it comes with a 4x4 where then there's a flap where you can flip it open. Okay, so it comes with 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I haven't really tried it yet. It's just how I recorded in my silhouette from the last time, but it should do exactly what I'm expecting and filling out. Oh, and then there should be a closure. Okay, this closure comes with this as well. Okay, and so I will be adding that as well before we finish this. So how I do this is I start, I take one of the flaps, and again, as usual, the glue goes, if this is the front or the top, the glue goes on this side that will be folded backward. Okay, so that's where I glue, and so I put glue on this flap, and then I align this edge, right here's the glue, with this fold line where it will be flipped over, so basically with that edge. And that's where I start. I start from this side, and obviously I also need to align this side here. It's okay if it goes beyond here a little. That's a little on purpose, because I want the pocket to be actually covered, and then later this will all be covered with papers and all, and photos and things like that. So I'm making sure that it's flush. These 2 lines are flush, and then it's flush with this, and then the next one goes directly against the edge of the previous one, so it will give a little red, and that you can fill with paper if you want to, or just leave it uncovered when you add your papers and your photos. That's up to you how you want to handle that. Both ways looks good. It's different, but it looks good. So I apply glue to the same side of the flap, and even if I move around a little, it doesn't matter, because the next bit would also be covered. Again, I put it flush against the edge of the other flap, and then I make sure it lines up with the bottom here. And that's the beauty of working with the silhouette, because the silhouette usually gets the cut lines really straight, which if I trim these things by myself, which it's possible, and you can find instructions. There's a video that a gal called Laurie made, where I got the inspiration from. I just turned it into silhouette cut files, but she has instructions on how to do it with just a trimmer. So I don't use a trimmer. I use my silhouette because I like it when it is really perfectly aligned. So now this is down, and you can already see there's a little waterfall happening here. And I take the next pocket, apply glue to that same side of the flap. So it would be the top, but it will be folded under. So here goes the glue. And same thing again, it goes flush against the edge of the other flap, and then aligned down here, and everything just aligns perfectly. I don't even have to move a lot to move and wiggle things around. That's the beauty when I'm working with cardstock, and it just falls into place naturally. Okay, and I don't worry too much when there's glue because it's gonna be covered. It's gonna be covered by the next flap, but it's also gonna be covered by paper, so I'm really not so concerned with whether it's a mess or not. And so I'm working on the next flap. So you do that with all 5 flaps basically. So now I'm grabbing, I need the base page, right? So I'm still undecided where this flap will go and what I will do with it. I will deal with it when I put the papers down. But now I need to make sure that I have the book in the proper order. Here's the pocket, and so this is correct. And so this pocket will go right here, okay? And then you can tuck in things here. But before I put down the pocket, you need to remember to put down the closure. And you have to, so I put down the pocket, so because I want the closure to be somewhat in the middle, and I just eyeball it. It doesn't have to be perfect, but eyeballing it so that it's somewhat center in the pocket area. And again, it's the same thing. I put the glue on this side of the flap. Okay, so again, I put the pocket already in place so that I can figure out where the center is, whereabouts. I guess I could have just adhered it to the pocket. You could do that as well. If that is easier for you, you can just put it on the pocket. Glue it to the flap backside of the pocket. Either way works. So I just adhered it to the page. It was easy enough. There's not much that can go wrong. And then, as usual with the pocket, I start with one flap and put the glue down. And then once that is in place, I can add the glue to the other 2 flaps. All right. Flipping this around so I can make sure it aligns flush with the page, making sure that the closure, and you can use a magnet if you like to get the closure, right? And you would put a magnet somewhere here and a magnet somewhere there. Then it actually really closes. Right now I'm not working with any papers yet. I'm just creating the base of the album, and obviously I haven't tucked that one down yet. It's just this part. Okay, now all I need to do is put glue down on the two side flaps here and here. Okay. Pressing it down a little. And there we have the waterfall. And you can easily tuck things behind here, right? So you can add more things. Journaling. If you don't have so much for that day, then you can just fill it with paper and make it look all pretty. If you have a lot of pictures, you can use those for this day. So the way I set up my albums is that I can handle them flexibly with depending, because I don't know how many pictures I have for the day of that particular day with the December daily. Usually I make albums for a specific event in my life where I already have the photos, and obviously I can plan the pages accordingly. But with December daily albums, I create those albums in advance, and so I don't know how many photos I have for this day. Anyway, so here is the waterfall. The papers will show, it's enough distance, the paper or photos will show from behind, and so that it will give a nice contrast, and then you can have a nice little tuck space here. That's the waterfall page. I hope you enjoyed this. Consider giving it a thumbs up if you did. You can pick up these the silhouette cut file from my blog, mistyhilltops.com, and I hope you enjoyed this. Have a great day, and thanks for watching. Bye.